Now I had to stop and make this video real quick. Now I just came from the place I'll be working for to take back some equipment from yesterday. But I don't know what day it was last week, or maybe it was 3 or 4 videos ago, whatever. But the ones where I was talking about the Jeeps, it's one of the recent videos, and I was talking about how they keep following me around with the Jeeps and shit. Like I don't know, because I roll with my windows down, and sometimes I got the sunroof open and the sun can shine through. But if it get too hot, I close it back up. So they get, for some reason to them, I guess that's the same as riding in the Jeep. I don't know, these crazy devil worshiper, gang stalker Democrats, liberals. So anyway, remember I said, well, first of all, Blazers, we like Blazers, at least niggas I knew back in the 80s and 90s, Blazers like this, even though this is a 90s model, 80s Blazers, because back then, if you was already in the hydraulics. Anyway, the point is, I was like, you read Lowrider magazine, and you see the Blazers with hydraulics on it. Now, I done been here about 6-7 years. Even at night, riding around at night, I don't never see, I seen like 2 cars with hydraulics, and that's really been lately. And so now, just literally about 4 minutes ago, I had to stop and make this video while it's fresh on my mind about these dumbass motherfuckers. I mean, I just said something about it, and so now, and what's today? What time is it? It's goddamn about 11 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday, right? 11 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday. I'm coming back from the office. And like I said, you never see any of these motherfuckers on the goddamn street with hydraulics and shit. You never see them. This is the middle of the day. You don't see them on the weekend. You don't see them on the nothing. Saturday night, nobody with no hydraulics in this city. And you got to figure every major city is gonna be a few of them. They got it sitting up though in the yard. And so on a Wednesday, all of a sudden, here this street right here, yeah, here it come. But this phone was acting up. You might can't see it yet. Yeah, right there, he was on 3-year motion at first, and then he came through, and then he hit the switches some more, and that's a regular old street, right? I go down the street all the time when I go to the office. Really that's one of them hood streets. I might take my truck there to get washed and shit, whatever, if I don't feel like watching it. But like I said, these little evil, nasty motherfuckers, just like that white dude, that little chubby white dude, Democrat, just came out, tried to loud talk, act like he was on the phone, got in the truck, a little nasty bitch. They still think, I don't know what their problem is. They really think that, I don't know if they think they're doing the right thing or they're just fucking crazy. They really are devil worshippers. That's the only thing. They see everybody's onto them. The country's all fucked up. Gas is high as hell. I just paid $60, like this is a big old Suburban truck to fill up this tank. Yeah, this big old truck, that's a diesel though. But anyway, I just paid $60. Either way, he paying out the ass to fill this up, and these stupid motherfuckers still walking around doing their gang stalking shit. But you know what? I just had a thought. I had a thought when I was on the way to turn that equipment in a couple of minutes ago, about an hour ago really, when I was on the way in, and I had just filled up. Maybe they're doing it. That's another reason. We know it's on purpose, but another reason is to get more people to gang stalk. Maybe even people that they tried to do before. People like me who's like, ain't no way in hell no, because it's evil and it's nasty. So now they probably got more people who are willing to do it because shit is so hard for them. They need more minions, because a lot of people probably realizing, just like everything, the Black Lives Matter, all that shit is falling apart. So people are like, no, for whatever reason, maybe some people smart, like, whoa, this shit could be a crime. Some people, or not could be, some people smart to know it is a crime, harassment, electronic surveillance, all this shit. Some smart people like, hell no. But now it's like, shh, they've been doing it this long, but it's like the whole thing is falling apart. But, like I said, they dangling the carrot in front of them. Like, you got to get back and forth to work. Now gas is so high, your whole check you going to work for gas, just about, and bills. Barely got any food. So that's another one just hit me. Oh, speaking of work, now for some strange reason, when I was taking a shower this morning, I thought about work. This old job is right up the street from here. And matter of fact, it was the first job when I came back to work, started back working. I had that gray Mustang, and I was thinking about and I didn't even know it was really a Trump economy, but that's what it was, because I was just thinking about how everybody, it was dudes like that just came out. It was dudes like him, right? They was all working there, and there was a lot of young dudes. That's what made me really think about it right now. They leave work just like that. But they was making so much money at that time. I only had worked 40 hours, because it was fun. It was a truck, loading trucks. It's still there. It's right about 3 minutes from here. Unloading truck trailers, unloading. And so the dude in that gray car, when I just pulled up, he did the entry exit. As soon as I pulled up, put it in park, he got out the gray car. It's a little young dude, half white, got big old long stringy, real young. I guess, I think he was a college kid, because he used to work there too. And that's what made me think of it, like, that. How the hell they make you think of that shit? Because I just started going back to work yesterday. So, and I was thinking about, like, this was 2018 when I started going back to work. Because matter of fact, they even talked about it yesterday. They even had a dude standing there yesterday morning, and he was like, he was doing the same old shit, but he was like a white boy called him boy on the job. Because the people was late, and I was trying to show him the other job I worked for, and they got an app. And he's like, oh yeah, I work for them too. And he said the exact same thing I said, but he can't work for them no more. Cause he's like, yeah, I had to, like he tough. Yeah, that nigga was talking shit. Like he hard. I said, what happened? He said, oh, the white boy, he was talking shit. I knew he was lying in. He's full of shit. Like, nigga, you just fucked up. Cause he said that, the white boy, he called me a boy. So I threatened him. I'm like, nigga, get the fuck out. Anybody call you? I've been, I don't know, since the 80s I've been working. I ain't never had nobody talk to me like that. Hey, nigga, if they do talk to you like that mean everybody talk to you like that. Black folks, we all treat you like shit, because you a sucker. If somebody talk to you like that and you ain't do nothing, that's on you. You talk about you threaten him. So anyway, supposedly, because I said, well, why can't you just, he said, oh, because it's in a computer. Because what happened is, when I first went back, I was surprised that my name was they had a nationwide computer, because it's just a temp service that pay daily. Because the other one I just left, they got an office. That was the first one I worked for when I first got in the Army. They got an office in Birmingham, but they don't have the nationwide network. You got to do everything all over again. But the other one that's right up the street, they all around here. She said, oh, what's your name and social? Give me your ID. And she pulled. That's why I was impressed. I was just like, oh shit, is in shit? Yeah, okay, everything's in there. I was just, because back then, even in 2002, that shit was only paying $5.40 an hour. But I had to do whatever I had to do. Unlike them, instead of complaining, I had just got out of the military, 82nd Airborne. But I'm like, shit, I gotta dig these ditches for $5.40 an hour, whatever. Until I was trying to go to college, but I kept getting sick. But at least these daily play, you ain't gotta show up every day. You can show up when you feel, at least for me. The rest of them, like them dudes that walk by. So now, anyway, like I said, that what reminded me, I was first thinking about it this morning, and then just now, and look, he ain't even come out yet. He ain't got no uniform. This is a QT. So he's just sitting in there because he know I'm filming. I guess the handlers then told him don't come out. Yeah, dudes like that, white dude, he looked like a meth head. They was dudes looking like that. They worked there. And, they was making their money though. So, they had money to handle their habit. Because back then I used to smoke cigarettes, so we all would be like, shit. You got your rent money, you got your habit money, you know what I'm saying? And so these dudes, they was homeless, but now they can afford a room. It don't matter. They was homeless 2 weeks ago. They don't mind if they got to sleep on the streets. I mean, sleep in the cheapest hotel, the hood rat hotel. So now they going back and forth to the hotel. But most of the time they was working. They were making so much overtime, $900 a week. That's a lot of overtime, but it was easy though. Even though it was heavy stuff, pallets of that water, all that shit, it was just so easy. Time would fly, we laughing and joking, everybody making money. But see, that's what the Democrats don't want. How you gonna have that white man is the suppressor if everybody all across the country making money with a good economy? It does trickle down, because like I said, especially in that truck stop shipping, because like they say, there's no such thing as, there's nothing we have that don't touch a truck. Nothing. Cars, airplanes, everything has to touch a truck. This building, bricks got to come on a truck, all that shit. Nothing gets anywhere without trucks. So anyway, we ain't unload big shit like, well, that type of cargo, but it was so much coming through, it was nothing but overtime. I just worked 40 hours. If he stopped me, it was time to get off and was like, hey, you want to work extra? I'd be like, yeah, because he was so cool. And I'd do it for him just as a favor for him. Like I said, we got a truck that looked like, and we could tell, it's about 30 minutes. I give you 30 extra minutes. He said, y'all finish that? I'm like, yeah, we go ahead. Me and dude, it'd be somebody else. Both of us would just look at each other like, matter of fact, a lot of people had other jobs. One dude was a teacher. And a lot of times me and him, because we was older than these young dudes, and we weren't homeless, so me and him would work together. And, we'd be 11 o'clock at night, like, time to go. And he'd come through, like, man, y'all can knock this out. He's like, oh, yeah, no problem. Because he was so cool. We'd be like, ah, yeah, no problem. But the rest of them, they was staying there 18 hours. And they showing you, man, I'm already in overtime. Because, we had the app. They showing us, this and that. And they wasn't tired. And, they got their little habits, I guess, that pick-me-ups. We ain't care long. Nobody cared about that shit. Going to the bathroom, I ain't snitching, but, ain't nothing to snitch about, shit. But, the Democrats had to shut that shit down. They like, oh, hell no. We gonna lose our jobs, We need the race hustler. How we gonna race hustle if all these motherfuckers, especially these homeless folks, making money? It might just be right here, but that. And then the next year, that's when the COVID, or the 2 years later, that's when it came with COVID, right before the 2020 election. But I think they know. I think it's a sting, a worldwide sting for all of them. The leaders, Bill Gates and George Soros. I think it's a sting. They billionaires, they think they untouchable, but it's not when you got a couple of world governments, Trump and all of them, even Putin, that's what I'm saying. Even though he's a Russian, I just got the feeling for this, he's on our side. He might not stop communism. Yeah, that little white dude right there, the half white dude finna get in that, what's his name? He was that's another thing. A lot of college kids would come through and work. See, that was it. I know he wasn't working, and what the hell he was doing in there. I ain't seen him since. The only reason I remember because they were so young and they would be joking around. We be just trying to work and get out of here. I ain't had no job to go to. I just went home, but still it's like, come on, man, why y'all playing? They be joking, but we wasn't really mad at them. We just gone knock out, whatever. Like, they little young boys. At least they going to college and working. So at night, unloading trucks. So wasn't nobody too mad at them. But so we go pick up the slack for the youngsters. But yeah, the old head, anybody my age, nah, I wouldn't pick like, no, nigga, you need to pick that shit up. Cause one dude tried that shit with me. It was on a Saturday. That nigga said, oh man, I'm so tired. I just got off work. No, it was Sunday. Like, nigga, you knew what you was coming at now, B. He was my age. Man, slow that down, man. You knew don't come in. And niggas will tell you that. No, shit, niggas. This ain't no white folk shit. This ain't no sellout shit. If you work at these places, them hard niggas will tell you, get off the clock, man. They ain't gonna let you just sit in there and pull that, oh, I'm tired. Don't let these crackers work you to death. No, they gonna be like, get off the clock, nigga, because really you hurting us. But shit, let me, I got, still keep fucking with this truck. I've been, let me go and get me some. I probably got I got a whole bunch of more videos I got to post. I'm going to post this one, but I got to make some more. I keep, like I said, I went back to work yesterday, so I've been off. But I'm going to post this one.